Introduction, explanation. The slide outlines the scope and motivation behind the project. It explains the Estate Pro is a property service company operating major UK cities, and due to growing data and business complexity, a relation database is needed in emphasis, goals, scalability, normalization, efficient management of listening and appointments, and support for design making technologies like MySQL for database implementation and plant UML for diagram are also mentioned. System requirements. Uh, this slide splits the requirements into user requirements for customers, agents and managers, and system requirements. Customer wants to search, register and manage appointments. Agent manage listening and appointments. Managers need to reporting features. The operating system needs to be support CRUD, crude operation, enforce referential integrity and record historical timestamps for appointments and price changes. These requirements guides the database design. Use case diagrams. A visual representation showing actors, customers, agents, managers, and their interaction with the system. This helps clarity how each type of user interacts with the functionalities. ER diagrams. Explanation in a entity relationship diagram showing entities such as customers, agents, properties, appointments, and between price history, along with the relationship between them, 1 is to m, m is to n, etc. This is key for database scheme design. Data dictionary. Explanation describes the key entities, customers store buyers information, agents manage listening, properties, uh, house of apartment available, appointment viewing bookings, price history, records of price changes. It defines what data will be stored in each table and prepares for normalization. Normalization. Explanation. This slide walk through normalization. UNF, unnormalized forms, single large table with repeated and multi-valued fields. 1NF removes multi-valued fields but still has redundancy. Uh, 2NF eliminates particle dependence by creating separate tables. 3NF removes the transitive dependencies. Agent and customer info is isolated into their respective tables. Each normalization steps improves structure, reduces redundancy, and aligns with database best practice. SQL implementation, slide 10, explanation. This begins the implementation phase that involves using SQL create table statement to each the database structure. Each table includes key relationships, primary key and foreign key to enforce relationships and integrity. These steps transform the logical design into a working scheme is MySQL. SQL implementation, data interaction, slide 11, explanation. This slide would include SQL interact into statement which sample data enters the data, populates the database and simulates real world interaction between customer agents, and property imaging. Slide 12, data interaction, SQL query reports, explanation showing advanced SQL queries and reporting, appointments filtered by year, city, or type, properties listened for more than 30 days, total property value per customer, customer appointment history, average price by property type, triggered for statue updates, identify top performing agents. Slide 14, contribution and reflection. Uh, Personal reflection stating the student's involvement. It describes the scope of work done individually, ERD, design normalization, full SQL mode, DDL, DML, trigger views, and documentation also reflected the learning outcomes achieved and hints at potential future improvements like integrate as a user interface. Conclusion summarizes the successful development of a centralized and normalized database. It highlights key achievement scheme, implementation, data integrity through PK, FK, business automations with triggered and validation of queries. This is real reaffirmance this project goals were met. Thank you.